What's up guys, welcome to Poland's Garage, welcome to another video. So as you can see, today we are here with Justin, we are in Justin's garage. And what are we gonna be working on today?
We bought a, what's it called? A strut?
Yeah, the sun. Alright. What did we bought?
We bought a strut bar, or a strut brace bar, I should say. It's right here. Let me grab it for you guys.
So it's this bad boy right here. And what does it do?
It's supposed to just stiffen up the chassis a little bit. I think it's going to help a lot because it's a convertible, so it'll just stiffen up the frame. So when you're going through canyons or just driving in even normal conditions, it'll connect each side of the body and it'll just make it a more rigid and stiff feeling, so you have more control and feeling of the car.
Alright, and also, this is sadly not like a Honda Civic. This is the only one you could ever find for the SL.
Yeah.
The only one. There's like none other companies or brands. This is, let's just show what brand this is. What is it? Viehers? I think it's German.
Yeah.
Isn't it like it's from Germany,
well, yeah,
right?
I think it got, because I ordered it on August 8th and it's what, September 26th, and I got it 2 days ago. So I think it got stuck in customs due to COVID. So.
Oh, that might have been it too. But yeah, you can tell it's German right here because this is a German word. The Fuhr, like four.
And
yeah.
We'll put a link in the description of the video, or a card up in the top right hand corner of the screen. That'll give you a link to this website. It's called Tuner Shop, I think.
I don't even remember.
I think it's called Tuner Shop. And they're very cool about it. I emailed him saying, hey, I understand the world condition, blah blah blah. He emailed me back. He emailed me back right away. Said, hey, look, yeah, it's gonna be shipped next week. Next week it was shipped. It was here. So it may take a little bit to get it, but we'll show you how to install it today. It's not gonna be too hard. It's just 4 bolts, and then just tighten the bolts on the strut bar, and that's it.
I'm gonna hold the camera. You wanna show the one thing we had issue with besides the scratches, because it did came with like 2 scratches. There's like one little scratch right here, and oh, this one right here too. So like that's the main kind of consideration that we had that kind of sucked, but it's whatever kind of at the end of the day. But that's the one thing that is kind of weird about it.
It's a little loose here. The only thing I'm worried about is if I'm turning real hard, even with these fully tightened, it might shift, and that little shift might, tweak the body a little bit to where you're not even going to notice the difference. But I drove it through the canyons yesterday, real hard, see how the car felt. So I'll see if it makes a difference once I put this on.
All right, let's get into it. Let's just show maybe really quickly. So all you have is those bolts right here. They're the same on both sides, and they go to your strut bar towers. One is right here and one is right here, and the exact mirror image on the other side. You don't even touch the third one right here, just the 2 in the front. So it's also cool because this way you don't have to be worried that if you take out all of the bolts at once, it's gonna like fall over or something like this,
And also, all it is you're gonna need is just a ratchet, a 13mm socket, and an extension, and that's it.
Essentially it.
And then once we get to this, we'll tell you what size that is, because we haven't figured that out.
We have to still tie this up. And also we see the side that you want to have it pointing at, because it is a little bit different. It's a little bit longer, I think, on one side. Actually, no, it is a little bit like, it's not exactly the same, I think, but you can see it easily that the sticker is facing this way. So obviously when you open the engine bay, you want the sticker in the front facing forward,
The only downside I would say to this is you have to take it off to change your air cleaner. So I would recommend,
let's just set it down to see what we mean.
Yeah, so I would recommend changing your air filters before you put this on, but if you need to change it, you just undo those 2 bolts. You don't undo it from the strut tower, and this piece will take off.
Yeah, so essentially, because you can put the hood in the service mode like this, which if you don't know, there's a little clamps. You need 2 people for this essentially, and there's little clamps right here. So instead of the hood being laying like this, you can actually open in the service mode, and this way you can take out this one nut right here, remove this bolt, and just lift it up as a hinge essentially. All right guys. Alright guys, so as you saw on the time-lapse installation, it was extremely easy. All Justin's doing right now is just tightening those bolts, which is what, 217s, right?
Yes.
So all it is 217s, and as you can see, nothing wiggles, nothing moves anymore here. The idea that we had for the how to eliminate the moving would be either to put some sort of bearing maybe in there, but also if you could find a pipe that the diameter of the pipe is bigger than the bolt, the hole inside the pipe, but the diameter of the actual pipe is smaller than this pipe right here, you could slide it in with the bolt, and that would eliminate some of the movement, right? But well, the downside is you have to find that bolt, I mean the pipe, that size pipe. But besides that, we will see. I don't think it's really gonna matter that much, right? Like, it might move a little bit, but it's also going to be super tight on both sides.
Yeah.
I see you having a little bit trouble over there. Yeah, probably if you guys are doing it like yourself, probably remove that plastic, completely take out this little plastic cover. It'll be easier to access over there. Also, right here there is a little switch right here that takes up some space, so it's kind of hard to put that little fourth nut right in there by the firewall. And on this side it's not really an issue because you can see it right here, so you can actually fit your fingers right there. But on the other side, as I said, you have that box that takes up some space to put your fingers in there, but it's not hard at all, and with the right extension it's gonna do the job just fine. But it looks good, doesn't it?
Yep.
What do you think? What does it cost again? Like $200 or something like this?
I think it was like 250, and for it being the only one, I can't. You know, there's no way you can beat it.
That is true. Like, you can't really compare the price about it, because you would pay way more to get it like custom done. Like, to get it like custom built by someone, you would pay way more than 250, I think, at least. And the only thing, this thing is not painted, it's powder coated.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I meant not powder coated, it's painted. So that's kind of what sucks, because it will chip quicker. As you can see right here. Was this chip here, or did it just came out when you were doing it?
No, that was it.
Okay, so this one and this one right
Just
here.
shipping, typical UPS.
Yeah. But I mean, besides that, it looks cool. Kind of like how the sticker is not right in the middle, is like kind of off-centered. I think it would be kind of cool if it would be like right here,
Yeah.
so it's easier to read. But I think it looks good.
Yeah, we tested it for a hood closure. It fits. It does sit on the foam a little bit. The only way we could tell is because mine's disintegrating. But if you have a brand new one,
It will most likely not matter.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, talking about one more upgrade you did to the car that we never made a video about it. The exhaust.
Oh yeah, I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So,
It's not 100% done, because the guy that I got it, or the shop I went to, he said leave the resonator to help it break in the muffler. So I'm eventually going to go back and get the resonator removed so it's a little bit louder. But
yeah. The only thing I give Justin crap about is those tips. They're kind of big, don't you think?
I think they fit the car.
I mean, it fit the era. I think I would rather put square ones on it because the AMG would be square. But the one thing is, I have to admit, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like, especially on like loud RPMs, like when you
Yeah.
rev it up, it does sound pretty good. You want to start it up, or?
Yeah, the fan may be on, so it may not sound too well because the fan drowns out
Okay.
all the noise. But
Also, just make sure, yeah, that you put the plastic back on. Okay. Nice little startup and rev up. Let us guys know what you think. That was another thing, like it's hard to get anything like aftermarket for this. There's like nothing aftermarket for this car. So like, you want the exhaust, you kinda have to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you cannot just like go and order it off eBay, you know. I mean, maybe you can, maybe
there are
some...
some kits, but they're like real AMG kits and they're over $1,000.
No, yeah, that's true.
And then, I mean, if I had the V12, you could get the equal length headers, and
yeah, the
that thing
$10,000
sounds
exhaust.
amazing.
It's a $10,000 exhaust, guys, to make it.
But your car sounds like an F1 car, so.
Well, it's not, well, F1 or like a Pagani Zonda, because
Yeah.
the first Pagani Zondas, they had the same V12. Well, the engine, the idea of the engine was the same. It was
Yeah.
like modified and everything, but it was the engine from the first SL or from the first Pagani. So you can actually make it an SL like this car. You can make it sound like a Pagani,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
I'm going more for like a muscle car kind of sound, because I mean, it's still got a 5.0 in it, so it'll grumble once I take off the resonator. I think it'll sound pretty good. When the fan's off and you're on the freeway and you downshift, it sounds good.
So it sounds different under load?
Yeah, under load it
Okay.
sounds different. And it also depends if you have the hard top or the soft top on or top down.
Okay, yeah, well, I guess that did make sense. But yeah, guys, so, and this is also a cutback, right? This is not like just the muffler. This is a whole cutback exhaust.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, right now it's just the muffler. But after the resonator's replaced, it's going to be catback,
Okay.
3-inch. I think it's 2.5 right now.
Okay.
Or the stock is 2.5. But it's going to be catback 3.5. Or 3-inch, sorry.
Alright, well, we're gonna update you guys once that happens. But yeah, I think this is it, right? Nothing really been going on with this SL.
Not much, just been driving it. Did we ever make a video on after what was wrong with it when it broke down?
I think I don't know. Actually, I'll just like mention it really quickly, like so we don't make the video too long.
So
but yeah,
this wiring right here, either rats or just old age, 2 wires touched together and blew out this computer which controls ignition.
all right. Well, that was quick. So how much was it? Yeah, say
It was like $1,100 or $1,200 for a used one because they don't make new ones
so
anymore.
it's actually, it's not, well, it's used, but it's
Remanufactured.
remanufactured. There
Yeah.
we go. So it's like at least there's like a warranty on it. and
Yeah,
everything.
he gave me a 2-year warranty on it. He redid this wiring harness right here. He also redid the vacuum hoses so they don't leak. Redid all this. So
This is actually a common thing. I had my first SL500. That vacuum hose that goes down here under the intake, it went out, and it sucked because like I had no idea, like because there's so many vacuum and everything going on with this car that I was so scared. And I started moving stuff around over here, and it fixed itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, so this is it, right? Like the computer was fixed. The bar, as you can see, looks great. The exhaust sounds good. You wanna say really quickly also what's next for the car, or?
not really sure yet. I've been buying a ton of parts for this car, so
Yeah, for the Eclipse right here. Oh, it's more videos coming shortly, guys.
yeah, it's just a waiting game because of COVID. I can't get any parts in real quick. The brakes were not discontinued, but they were canceled for right now because their plant shut down. So I'm waiting on brakes. Suspension should be coming soon. I just ordered a Mishimoto radiator for it. That should be here on Wednesday. The suspension kit, I mentioned that. The wiring loom is coming because we're going to redo all the wiring loom. Instead of it being black, it's going to be blue like it was in the movie. And then just little odds and ends. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the engine yet because it does have a rebuild sticker on it. So I don't know how long ago that was, but I don't think it was too long ago. I may just reseal it because none of the bearings looked worn or anything. The trans I'm going to get rebuilt. And then we'll go from there.
We go from there. All right, so I think this is it. One more quick glance on the bar, and I think we are ending the video right here, right?
Yep.
All right, guys, so to not make it any longer, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, stay tuned. See you next time. Also, let us know in the comments what you think about the bar, and if you want your own, it's not sponsored obviously, we wish, but it's not, it's gonna be linked down below. All right, guys, stay tuned.